This is a bug bite and it itches so bad. What is up guys? I'm Envy and welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I am going to be doing an anti-haul holiday edition and talking way too much. So if that is something that you're interested in, keep on watching. Before I get started, I actually kind of want to propose something. So I kind of had my Ulta Beauty employee reacts to the 21 Days of Beauty sale that happened, and I was thinking of rebranding this to kind of like Ulta Beauty employee reacts to new makeup releases, and then I'd go over kind of like everything, because I have things that I want to talk about that are new and being released, but I kind of do want to talk about things that I did get as opposed to things that I don't. And honestly, for a lot of these, it's I just don't need it. I just don't need it. There isn't anything story, drama, whatever wise that might lead me to not want to pick it up. So I don't know. Would you guys want me to talk maybe more about a lot of things coming out or not? Yeah, just anyway, let's get right into this video. So I'm gonna be reading, sorry, and also I'm really sorry for this right here. Hopefully that doesn't mess up anything filming wise, video wise. I'm going to definitely cover this up with a little graphic. Let me angle this a little differently. Maybe that will help, but I'm definitely going to be reading, and I'm sorry. So first up, we have the Colourpop and Rudolph collection. There's an eyeshadow palette that has 15 shades for $24. There is the Jingle 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 Shimmering Body Powder that is powder that is $12. There are the Couple of Misfits Luxe Gloss Trio that is $24. There are the lip sets that are $16 each or $30 for the bundle that come in I Think You're Cute and There's Always Tomorrow. There's the Rudolph lip scrub, that's $10. The Clarice lip mask, that is $10. Humble Bumble Mega Mood Melt, which is $9. I think that's a bath bomb. It'll be in the picture, but I believe that's the bath bomb. There are two hair clips that kind of look like, Rudolph or Clarice's ears that are $7. There is the full collection that is $120, and the PR box that is $125. So I'm gonna be honest, I am so tempted by the Rudolph palette, mainly just because of the red, because that's my favorite color and I love red shimmers, and I always think that I need another red shimmer when I don't. But I was almost gonna get it whenever I put in an order for Black Friday. I was this close to getting it until I saw these swatches, and they made everything look like pink or mauve. And this isn't the first time that I've been thrown off by Colourpop swatches, if I'm going to be honest. I don't know what it is about this person's lighting, if they get it accurate, or if it's Colourpop's lighting that makes everything look more nude and brown as opposed to a mauve or a pink. I don't know. I just saw these swatches. No offense to whoever swatched it. They're wonderful swatches. I just no. I don't like it. Also, the lipstick sets are so cute and so tempting, because I love lip sets as a thing. I use lip liner, so I love whenever, oh, lip liner, lipstick, yes. But it's a nude and a red lipstick, which, while great for the holidays, isn't necessarily something that I need any more of. So essentially, I'm not anti-hauling this collection because it's a bad collection. More or less just it's filled with things that I already have and definitely don't need more of. But I also think that that's good whenever it comes to holiday collections, business-wise, because you're able to reach such a broad audience that maybe doesn't have all these things. Maybe there isn't someone that is as avid of a makeup lover kind of eyeing this, but they maybe really like Rudolph. So yeah, that's kind of, it's not a bad collection, just not for me. Next, Oh, also they released the Smoke and Roses 34, I think 30 pan palette. It's so pretty and I'm so tempted by pinks like always, but I never use pinks. But my friend Amy Loves Makeup like already got it. She was like, they released it and I got it, thanks. And so yeah, that's wonderful if you're tempted by that. I think it's super pretty, but I will not be picking this up because as much as I want to love pinks, I don't. Next is the Alamar and Disney Encanto collection based on their, new movie Encanto. There is the Madrigal Magic Mirror that is $18, Longwear Lip Liner $13 in Demelo Cantando. I don't know if I should say it. Do I say it with an accent or do I say it like I'm Caucasian? Because I can Dimelo Cantando, or Dimelo Cantando. Like, neither feel like they should be coming out of my mouth. And then Mirabella, because I roll R's, it's fun. I'm just gonna say it, sorry. I say it how I say it, goodbye. Next, there is the Spread Your Wings liquid liner that are $14, and they come in the shades Lilac Scene Limitaire and Emerald Eterno. I say it both ways. My mouth just does what it wants. Next, there is the Longwear lip gloss that are $16 in Demelo Cantando and Mirabella. Then there is the Colorette powder blush that is $17 in I'm Blossom and Hermosa Rosa. Next, there is the Encanto eyeshadow palette that is $32. There are the My Best Self Duo Complexion brushes that are $22. There are the Powder Trio eye brushes that are $20, and then there is the Sun Soaked High Shine highlighter that is $21. So the highlight and Hermosa Rosa blush really called to me, but I don't need any more highlights and I don't need any more blushes. But overall, I think that this is a really well put together collaboration. I think the palette is stunning, but it is once again the holdup is the fact that I'm sure that I have all of these colors in some other palette already. Part of me wishes that there were maybe like one more darker blush and like a lighter and darker highlight. I just like it whenever face products that come in like collections come in sets where it's like, if you have a lighter blush, then you need the lighter highlighter, because if you have the medium blush and the medium highlighter, I'm sure the lighter person would like their own highlighter, I guess I feel weird saying that. I feel like this Hispanic brand should have more diversity because I just feel it's not my place. I think my phone was telling me to stop because it decided to crash. So let's just move on. We're just gonna be moving on to the Morphe and Pony collaboration. So there is the Constellation Sky Artistry palette that is $36, the Constellation Sky Lip Trio that is $20, and the Constellation Sky Face and Body Embellishments, which are $7. So I'm not saying that Huda Beauty invented like the tie-dye swirly shadows, but they definitely popularized them. And I know that Morphe has had them before with the Nikita Dragon collab, but even then, like separating Huda Beauty's from Morphe's, like just across the board, they kind of get mixed critiques, I guess. People have mixed feelings about the kind of pinwheel shades, because typically you don't know really what shade you're gonna get depending on swatches, and sometimes the consistency is really off because like the one color's great and then the other color might not be so great. I've seen that a lot, especially in the Naughty palette, her holiday palette last year. So I don't know, I don't like it. But also, like, this is just like every other Morphe collaboration, with the exception of like one or two, where it is mostly like neutrals, but then a pop of whatever color the collaborator feels is their favorite, pretty much. So for right now, it's like pops of purple, but I mean, it's a neutral palette with some purples. You have this. Also, I hate the lipstick colors and the face embellishments. We've seen them from Colourpop, we've seen them from e.l.f. It just, maybe not in this shape. I think that she has like forehead ones and such, but I mean, like, I think it's just an overall pretty meh collaboration, a pretty meh just collection in general. But like, man, $36 for a Morphe palette, that is, their prices have been steadily growing. I remember whenever they first came to Ulta, and for the 18 pan palette, it was like $21 to $20 or $21. Whenever my Ulta got Jacqueline's palette, we did a whole Morphe section reset, and their prices jumped from, again, $20 to $21 to $23. And then for those 35 palettes, whenever we did the reset, when they came out with those foundations that no one liked in beginning 2018, 2019 maybe, they price jumped again to $24. And then before I left Ulta in Shreveport, Louisiana, they did a reset, because then they took, I think that's whenever they took the foundations away, or maybe they added something else. We did a reset again, and then those same 35 pan palettes were $25. Now they're $26 or $27, and the collaboration palettes have just been steadily getting up and up and up, and I know that this is it's the 39 shades for the $39, but more, they could price this at $10 and still probably make a profit. So I don't know. I don't support Morphe anymore. I have some of their things in a project pan because I'm trying to get rid of them, but just they're lower quality Colourpop at this point, with how much they release and how unnecessary some of their collaborations and collections are. Next, I'm just anti-hauling, not necessarily this whole brand, but definitely this whole brand's first collection, and that is the Rem Beauty by Ariana Grande's first iridescent something chapter. I do not care. So there are 3 midnight shadow palettes that are $24 each. They come in Baby Doll, which is a warm neutral, Midnight Snack, which is a dark and cool color story, and Principessa, which is a light warm color story. They have the Dream Lashes that are $16 each, and the styles are Eternally Meowing and Grow and Show. They have the Flourishing Volumizing Mascara that is $15, and the Flourishing Lengthening Mascara that is also $15. There are the At the Borderline Kohl eyeliners that are $17 each, that come in Midnight Black, which is black, So Mod, which is white, and Teddy Bear, which is brown. There is the At the Border eyeliner. I'm gonna adjust because my foot's falling asleep because I film on the floor. Quickly adjusted, that way my leg didn't fall asleep, but there is the At the Borderline eyeliner marker that is $19. There are the Midnight Shadows liquid eyeshadows that are $16 each. I need to not lean that way I don't cover the picture. There are 10 matte and 11 metallic shades. There are 10 Interstellar highlight toppers that are $22 each. 6 On Your Collar matte lipsticks, which are $19. 4 Practically Permanent lip stains, and 9 On Your Collar plumping lip glosses that are $17 each. This is a massive collection, and this is only part 1 or chapter 1. But if this wasn't Ariana Grande, would you buy it? I wouldn't. I don't like the way those eyeshadows are packaged. I don't like the eyeshadow palette packaging. That looks very cheap to me. It reminds me very Almay, very very cheap. Also, they've been lambasted on TikTok by people that have gotten them in PR, so I don't think they're that good of quality. But yeah, no, like I said, this is Almay packaging, and they're under the Forma Beauty brand system that also owns brands brands such as Morphe and Jacqueline Cosmetics, so they definitely have the budget that they could do bigger and better. They're just choosing not to. But also, just like other Forma brands, including Morphe and Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics, they have terrible customer service. I'm gonna play a little clip from Jen Love's reviews from one of her What's Up in Makeup videos, and I'll also link it down below, of her talking about her experience with Rem Beauty and Rem Beauty customer service. And if this is how their customer service is, just like right off the bat, like, I feel like there's no hope.
Alright, so let's go ahead and start with r.e.m. Beauty. So last week I told you that I bought over $200 worth of r.e.m. Beauty and I was really looking forward to giving you my thoughts on the line. That is not going to happen. Because I had ordered this one lip gloss in this one shade, my order was delayed to shipping the beginning of December. And all of the people who got PR already put out their videos. If I wait until the middle of December to give you my full honest opinion of r.e.m. Beauty, nobody's gonna care. And honestly, after talking to you all in the comments, talking to people on Twitter, you know, it just seems like there just isn't a high interest in the people that watch my videos for that particular line. So I contacted customer service first and I tried to just say, hey, can you just take the lip gloss out of my order and ship the rest? They said no. I asked them if they could replace the lip gloss with a different shade or a different product. They said no. So I tried to get it to be shipped earlier and just decided that they're not going to ship it earlier, so I just decided to cancel my order. And when I asked them if they would cancel my order, they said, well, maybe we can cancel your order, which was weird. I will admit, I thought that was a little weird. They said that because of the way production is, they may not be able to cancel my order, even though it's not shipping for another couple of weeks. That I may still get a shipping confirmation, and if they do send me the products, to just return it to sender. And, you know, what a freaking waste. What a waste of money and time for both parties, you know, and for the mail system. I mean, like, we need extra mail in the mail system right now with the holiday season. I don't know. I'm just very disenchanted with the whole thing. And honestly, I'm disappointed but not surprised at the way that customer service is being handled over at the company. They are a Forma Brands company, which is owned by Morphe. I've had similar interactions with people with Morphe, so I'm not surprised that r.e.m. is going the same route. But that being said, I mean, I don't know what's going on behind the scenes and how difficult it is to change an order. It just seems like the customer should be the priority, and I've had that experience with so many brands, smaller brands, bigger brands, and it just doesn't seem to be the priority with this company. So I'm canceling my order, won't be doing the video, and I honestly think that very few people in the audience here are gonna cry about it.
Man, that was fun. Going back to how the palettes are being lambasted on TikTok, it seems like the only good thing that people really seem to enjoy from this collection are the highlighters, but even then, it's like, they're not anyone's favorite, like, oh, this is gonna be my new favorite highlighter. It's just like, yeah, this is the best thing in the collection, and then it's gonna go into their like little palette vault and rot away because this is a cash grab. I truly feel like this is a cash grab of a brand. So I don't need this. I don't need to buy anything from companies who treat their customers like trash, and no thanks, bye. Next is the Lunar Beauty Outer Dimension collection. So there is the Outer Dimension face palette that has 10 shades for $49. There are 3 lip glosses that are $17 each, and they're in the shades Jewel, Divine, and Crystal Kiss. There is the Perfection liquid lipstick, which is $18. There is the face brush set, which is $65. The Outer Dimension brush bundle, there is the Outer Dimension palette and brush bundle that is $55. And then there is the Outer Dimension and lip bundle, which is again $55. So I'm gonna say this in the best way I can. I'm disappointed. All-inclusive face palettes aren't really all-inclusive, and I feel like his reaction to being called out on that is kind of abhorrent. I know that he went on his Instagram live. If I can find it, I'll put it like now.
So I just want to jump on here really quickly and talk about my Outer Dimension face palette. And I just wanted to say that I'm seeing some concerns about whether or not people think that it would hit deeper complexions and that's not going to fit deeper complexions. And I want you guys to know that I'm seeing the comments. I'm absorbing the information. Like, your feelings are completely valid. They really are. Honestly, I was getting a little bit defensive. I was being kind of a bitch about it, to be quite honest. Because when you work really hard on something, when it's your own line, and you feel like you did a good job, it's so hard to hear people being like, it's not good enough, when it's like, but I worked 2 years on this, you know, and you start to like get into your own head about it. And you know, think back and you're like, but I was trying my best to be inclusive as possible with one palette, you know? And I understand if that's not enough. I do. And I'm hearing you, and I apologize for being defensive about it, because I have been. I've responded, and I've been kind of a bitch. I'm not gonna lie, because it just sucks to hear when you actually thought you were doing the right thing, and it turns out, you know, that you could have done more, and that it wasn't enough for some people. So I understand. I am listening, I'm absorbing, and I want my brand to be the best it can be. Like, I would never, just know, like, genuinely, that I would never purposefully leave anyone out of my brand. Doesn't matter the complexion, from the lightest to the deepest. Like, I would never purposefully do that. I always try to be as inclusive as I possibly can, and that's what I want to continue with and move forward with, you know what I mean? So I'm working on it, you guys. I understand. I appreciate your guys' concern and letting me know. But yeah, I kind of want to just talk about that really quickly, because just know that I'm not ignoring it. Yesterday was a really hard day for me. I don't even want to talk about it right now. I just need to stay busy, to be quite honest. I just need to be busy. So I appreciate you guys' concern. Let me just say that.
So yeah, his explanation for his bad behavior towards customers was essentially like, he's so passionate. Whenever he creates something that you're so passionate about, you don't want to hear criticism. But like, and people were just okay to forgive that. And like, if, I hate to say this, but if like any other brand, I also feel that wasn't an influencer that everyone loved, did something like this, they would have been like raked across the coals. It would not have been a good time. So funnily enough, and I thought that whenever I knew Lunar Beauty was going to be doing face products, because I feel like that's just a thing in makeup. I'm not saying that I have like this foresight and I can see it. Just through the natural progression of owning a makeup brand, you can't do eyeshadow palettes forever. You know, they were going to get into face products. I thought that if they were going to do face palettes, I thought that it was going to be this cool like phases of the moon thing, where like, you know, the lightest shade would have been, you know, it would have been called full moon, and it would have been the lightest shades. And then for the darkest one, it would have been new moon with the darkest shades, and then like crescent, you know, and then like gibbous, something like that. And you could have even called it like faces of the moon, like, and your Lunar Beauty, come on, you didn't have to do this. And like, I'm just disappointed. And I'm disappointed that like, I guess I'm just disappointed in like Manny lashing out at people. I don't know. If this were any other brand, I don't think that people would just be like over it so quickly. So whatever, moving on. Next is the Melt Amor y Mariposas collection. So there is the pressed pigment palette that has 20 shades for $70. There is the Monarca blush palette that has 6 shades for $58. There are the ultra matte lipsticks that are $22 each, and they come in the shade Besos, Recuerdos, and Alma Gemela. Gemela or Gemela? Might be Gemela. Alma Gemela. I think it's Alma Gemela. Also Besos. Jeffrey Bezos. Anyway, there are the glitter lipsticks that are in the PR only set for some reason, in Amor Eterno and Inolvidable, Inolvidable. There are the glitter lipsticks that are available in the PR collection set only. Hate that. but the shades are Amor, Eterno, and Inolvidable. There are the Perfectionist lip pencils that are $19 each or available in a $48 set. They are in the shades Corazon, Esperanza, and Familia. There are the gel lines, gel pot liners that are $22 each. They come in the shades Colibri and Estrella. There is the pigment paint in Concha that is $22. There's a mirror that is $19, a brush set that is $109. There is the PR box that is $425, and that's on sale for Black Friday. It normally is like $450 to $475. There is the gel and pigment set that has all the little gel pots, that is $48. There is the lipstick set that is $48, and the palette set that is $95. I'm going to once again say this in the nicest way I can. Melt does not have the quality consistency to justify spending $70 on an eyeshadow palette. Also, yes, there are 20 shades in that eyeshadow palette, but they are tiny. So, for example, this palette has the same size of Colourpop's single shadows, but this palette has shades that are comparable in size or the exact size as in their regular size shadows and palettes. So here's the comparison. If you have any, they are tiny in comparison to normal eyeshadows. This is 16 of the out of 20. Just add another row of 4 and you have as many that are in the Melt palette, and it is $75. Also, they've been advertising this like crazy. I used to be on Melt's email list. Used to, because of this collection. I got emails daily from the week before it launched up until launch day, and then I got 3 emails on launch day. I was like, no. After never having Melt emails in my email ever, unless they were having a sale of some sort. But it was just man, how expensive was this collection for you? Why are you marketing it this hard? Oh my goodness. Also, I hate when brands have a thing that is only available if you buy the full collection. For example, the Black Flame candle that only came in the Hocus Pocus 2 collaboration with Colourpop. I know that just became available now by itself, but for months it was only available in the PR collection. And these are glitter lips, these are, I hate it. I hate it. Who's gonna spend even with I'm so mad. And even then with Colourpop, it was the full collection was $90 and you got this candle. But this is $420 to just get 2 glitter lipsticks. Ooh, I don't like it. I do not like it. Also, I'm guessing that the pigment paint isn't labeled as a gel pot liner like the other gel pot liners because it is a hot pink, and so I'm going to assume that there are some pigments in there that can cause staining in the eye, and I wish that Melt would be more transparent with that, just hey, this is the same consistency as our gel liners, it just has some pigments that might cause staining, and that's why we're not able to label it as a gel liner, and instead it's a pigment paint. But other than that, it's the same, because be transparent with when you produce things that can cause staining and that can cause irritation. I don't have an issue with pigments. I don't have an issue with pressed pigments. I just have an issue with not disclosing why. I mean, I know that pressed pigments both are and are not a big deal, because pretty much things that can be labeled as eyeshadow in the UK can't here, because the FDA is really behind on cosmetic testing. But that doesn't mean that they're bad, but also it has caused staining and irritation, and I just wish just be a little bit more transparent. That's all that I want. Just be more transparent. I don't want it. It's so, this collection is so massive and I hate it. just go away. Next is the Huda Beauty Rose Quartz collection. So there is the Rose Quartz palette that is $67 and has 18 shades. There is the Silk Balm Rose Quartz Illuminating Lip Balm that is $21 and a really long name. There is the Rose Quartz Face Gloss Highlighter Dew that is $39. There is the Rose Quartz Brush Set that is $35. There is the Rose Quartz Palette Balm and Brush Set for $125, and the Wishful Rose Quartz Lift and Glow Peel Off Face Mask, which is $39. I feel like Rose Quartz has kind of like fallen off. Like Rose Quartz collections have been done to death. Like Rose Quartz like rollers and jade rollers have kind of been done to death. And like this palette has been done to death because it looks like uncooked chicken. It is so soft and like pink and like mauve, and it's everything that I hate about the first row in the Colourpop All That palette, but bigger, and I don't like it. And it really makes me mad because the front packaging of this is beautiful. I wish that this would be called like Pink Geode instead of Rose Quartz, you know? But yeah, also people either love or hate the like glossy petri dish looking shades that are in this palette and were in the Naughty palette last year. And she decided to make a giant like gloss highlight dew thing out of it, and I don't like it. I just don't like it. I'm just not a fan. It's a super boring palette, but super pretty packaging, and I'm disappointed. So yeah, that's everything for this anti-haul. There wasn't a lot, but I also don't want to be sitting here for like too long. Like what I did not like, really did not like, I feel like I had some pretty big opinions on and like talked, and I'm trying to do better with my editing and like show more things and like include more videos and such, and I'm just trying something new for this video, see if I like it. So yeah, thank you everybody so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!